Coffee, often dismissed as a simple morning stimulant, is increasingly recognized as a powerful ally for liver health, particularly in the prevention and mitigation of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NEFLD. Unlike sugary beverages or diet sodas, which burden the liver with concentrated sugars or artificial compounds that promote fat accumulation and metabolic stress, coffee delivers bioactive compounds that actively support hepatic function, regulate metabolic pathways, and reduce inflammation. Regular, moderate consumption of coffee has been associated with lower levels of liver enzymes, reduced markers of oxidative stress, and a decreased risk of liver fibrosis, making it one of the few commonly consumed beverages that confer measurable protective effects on the liver over time. The primary protective mechanisms are multifaceted and biochemically significant. Coffee contains high concentrations of chlorogenic acids, polyphenol that act as antioxidants, scavenging reactive oxygen species, and reducing oxidative stress in hepatocytes. Oxidative stress is a major driver of liver inflammation and progression from simple steatosis to steatohepatitis and fibrosis. By mitigating this stress, coffee helps preserve the structural and functional integrity of liver cells, maintaining their ability to metabolize fats, detoxify harmful compounds, and regulate glucose homeostasis. Furthermore, caffeine itself contributes to metabolic modulation, enhancing fatty acid oxidation and reducing fat accumulation in liver tissue. This combination of antioxidant and metabolic effects creates a protective environment that contrasts sharply with the liver-damaging effects of high-sugar beverages. Several human and animal studies provide compelling evidence for coffee's hepatoprotective properties. Epidemiological research consistently shows that moderate coffee consumption, generally defined as 2 to 4 cups per day, is linked to lower incidences of NEFLD, reduced liver enzyme levels, and slower progression of existing liver disease. These protective effects appear dose-dependent up to a moderate threshold. Beyond that, excessive caffeine intake can lead to sleep disruption, anxiety, and cardiovascular strain, which may indirectly impair liver function over time. Nonetheless, within recommended consumption limits, coffee emerges as a uniquely beneficial beverage for maintaining hepatic health. Beyond its antioxidant capacity, coffee influences key metabolic pathways that directly reduce fat accumulation in the liver. By improving insulin sensitivity, coffee limits the hepatic deposition of triglycerides, while enhancing mitochondrial function helps hepatocytes burn fatty acids more efficiently. Polyphenol in coffee have been shown to modulate inflammatory signaling, dampening cytokine release and reducing low-grade systemic inflammation that otherwise contributes to liver injury. In essence, coffee doesn't merely avoid harming the liver, it actively engages multiple biochemical pathways that counteract the very processes by which fatty liver develops. The contrast with other beverages highlights how significant these protective effects are. Sugary sodas overload the liver with fructose, driving fat accumulation and oxidative stress, while diet sodas disrupt gut microbiota and alter glucose metabolism, silently promoting insulin resistance and hepatic fat deposition. Coffee, by comparison, provides no added sugars, no harmful chemicals, and an array of compounds that enhance hepatic resilience. In populations at risk for NAFLD, including individuals with obesity, metabolic syndrome, or a family history of liver disease, incorporating moderate coffee consumption can serve as a practical, evidence-based strategy to reduce disease risk and slow progression. However, it is essential to recognize that coffee is not a cure-all, and protective benefits are lost when combined with harmful lifestyle factors. Adding large amounts of sugar, flavored syrups, or high-fat dairy to coffee negates its hepatoprotective effects, essentially transforming it into a metabolic stressor rather than a safeguard. Similarly, reliance on coffee to offset poor dietary patterns, excessive alcohol consumption, or sedentary behavior will not fully prevent liver damage. The benefits are maximized when coffee is integrated into a broader pattern of liver-friendly nutrition, adequate hydration, and regular physical activity. For those seeking to leverage coffee's protective effects, moderation is key. 2 to 4 cups of plain coffee daily provide sufficient bioactive compounds to reduce oxidative stress, improve insulin sensitivity, and support fatty acid metabolism without imposing excessive caffeine-related strain. Those who cannot tolerate caffeine may still benefit from decaffeinated coffee, which retains chlorogenic acids and other polyphenol, though some metabolic effects may be slightly diminished. In summary, coffee stands out as a rare beverage that actively protects the liver, contrasting sharply with sodas, energy drinks, and sugary mocktails that drive fat accumulation, inflammation, and metabolic dysfunction. By reducing oxidative stress, supporting hepatic fat metabolism, and modulating inflammatory pathways, moderate coffee consumption helps preserve liver function and slow the progression of NEFLD. While it is not a substitute for a healthy diet and lifestyle, coffee's unique biochemical properties make it an accessible, evidence-backed tool for long-term liver protection, providing a metabolic edge that other common beverages simply cannot match.